Hello, everybody. We all are born to win, but our environments, our surroundings condition us to become a winner or a loser. It is about taking everything that you are given. It is about work that comes before glory. What I mean by this is that if you want to soar like an eagle, you have to learn the ways of an eagle. If you want to roar like a lion, you have to learn the ways of a lion. The actual effect is that whatever company you stay in determines your true character that will shape over a period. If you associate with achievers, you will become one. And if you associate with losers, you will become a loser. The first positive thing you can do is to move away, to cease your association with negative people, because it will turn you into a negative person, and negativity is actually the sole cause of all failures. So with this I will start today's work. The first word for today is diurnal. Diurnal. Diurnal means daily, during the day. Example: a farmer cannot neglect his diurnal tasks at any time. Cows, for example, must be milked regularly. Another example: lizards are diurnal creatures that come out to bask in the warm sun and feed during the day. Diurnal animals such as swallows do a majority of their feeding during the day. Swallows is a creature similar to monkeys, is a arboreal creature but very sluggish in movement and feeds during all day. The next word is diva. Diva. Diva means operatic singer, prima donna. Example: although world famous as a diva, she did not indulge in fits of temperament. Various singers like Rihanna is a operatic singer. Actually, the lead singer in a operatic performance is called diva. Next word is divergent. Divergent. Divergent means differing, deviating. Example: the two witnesses presented the jury with remarkably divergent accounts of the same episode. I was told to never diverge from the correct path. Next word is diverge. Diverge means vary, go in different directions from the same point. Example: the spokes of the wheel diverge from the hub. Next word is diverse. Diverse. Diverse means differing in some characteristics, various. Example: there are diverse ways of approaching this problem. Means same problem can be solved in different ways. Teaching in a large city will offer a much more diverse student body than teaching in a tiny town, because most students prefer big city for their education. Next word is diversion. Diversion. Diversion means act of turning aside, past time. Example, after studying for several hours, he needed a diversion from work. All of us need diversion from work because otherwise we all get fatigued and a sense of disliking towards our work will develop. Another example, I created a diversion while Jenny ran from the bear unseen. Next word is diversity. Diversity. Diversity means variety, dissimilitude. Example, the diversity of colleges in this country indicates that many levels of ability are being served. Seeing the diversity in our world gives me a different outlook on discrimination. The level of biological diversity within a biome depends on its conditions and resources. Next word is divest. Divest. Divest means strip, deprive. Example, he was divested of his power to act and could no longer govern. The church's clergy divested the archbishop because of his profane comments about the Jews. Next word is divine. Divine. Divine means perceive intuitively, foresee the future. Saints are divine because they make prophecies about the future. Example, nothing infuriated Tom more than Aunt Polly's ability to divine when he was not telling the truth. This dictator thought he had the divine right to rule his country. Obviously, everyone else did not. Next word is divulge. Divulge. Divulge means reveal. Example, I will not tell you this news because I am sure you will divulge it prematurely. The students were not willing to divulge the truth to the teachers. He would not divulge the names of his accomplices in the crime. Next word is docile. Docile. Docile means obedient, easily managed. Example, as docile as he seems today, that old lion was once a ferocious, snarling beast. Next word is docket. Docket. Docket means program as for trial. Book where such entries are made. Example, if your court case is to be heard today, your name will appear on the docket. Another example, the case of Smith v. Jones was entered in the docket for July 15. Next word is doctrinaire. Doctrinaire. Doctrinaire means unable to compromise about points of doctrine. Dogmatic, unyielding. Example, China, sorry, Wang had hoped that the student-led democratic movement might bring about change in China. but the repressive response of the doctrinaire hardliners crushed his dreams of democracy. The doctrinaire preacher was laughed upon for his crazy ideas. Next word is document. document. Document means provide written evidence. Example: unfortunately, the document included lots of important coursework, and without it, Maria would fail her textiles GCSE. Another example: she kept all the receipt from her business trip in order to document her expenses to the firm so that payment can be received. Next word is doddering. Doddering. Doddering means shaky, infirm due to old age, or infirm from old age. Example: although he is not as yet a doddering and senile old man, his ideas and opinions no longer can merit the respect we gave him years ago. Another example: the man next door wasn't very stable on his feet. He was a doddering old man. Next word is doff. Doff. Doff means take off. Example: a gentleman used to doff his hat to a lady. Last night I doffed my clothes to take a shower. The coach asked one of the team during football match to doff their t-shirts so that distinction can be made between the two teams. Next word is dogged. Dogged. Dogged means determined, stubborn. Example: the climbing team showed dogged determination in reaching the summit. Another example: Lexi tells of Inspector Javerd's long, dogged pursuit of the criminal Jean Jean. In many Bollywood films, you will see heroes have a dogged determination to punish the criminals or villains. Next word is doggerel. Doggerel. Doggerel means crudely or irregularly fashioned verse, often of a humorous or burlesque nature. Example: although we find occasional snatches of genuine poetry in her work, most of her work or her writing is more doggerel. Next word is dogmatic. Dogmatic. Dogmatic means arbitrary, positive. Example: do not be so dogmatic about that statement. It can be easily refuted. Another example: John used dogmatic reasoning to propose his new solution, or his dogmatic approach just won't allow for another point of view. Next word is doldrums. Doldrums. Doldrums means listlessness. slack period, blues. Example: once the excitement of meeting her deadline was over, she found herself in the doldrums. Another example: Max was in a doldrums without much interest in anything until he met Maria. Next word is dolorous. Dolorous. Dolorous means sorrow. Example: he found the dolorous lamentations of the bereaved family emotionally disturbing and he left as quickly as he could. Another example: she was dolorous all weekend when her boyfriend dumped her for her best friend. Next word is dolt. Dolt. Dolt means a stupid person. Example: I thought I was talking to a mature audience. Instead, I find myself addressing a pack of dolts. Next example: the dolt was in 7th standard or 7th grade and he didn't know what 2 plus 1 was. Next word is domicile. Domicile. Domicile means home. Example: although his legal domicile was in New York City, his work kept him away from his residence for many years. Next word is domineer. Domineer. Domineer means rule over tyrannically in an oppressive and cruel way. Example: students prefer teachers who guide, not ones who domineer. Next example: his domineering father refused to let him join the swimming team. You shouldn't be so domineering with your little sister. Next word is don. Don. Don means put on. Example: when Kevin had to don his Superman outfit, he changed clothes in a convenient phone booth. Next word is dormant. Dormant. Dormant means sleeping. Lethargic. Torpid. Example: torpid actually means inactive or make inactive. Torpedoes, you may be familiar with. Torpedoes are a kind of missiles launched through or launched from submarines to inactivate the enemies. Okay, so dormant means sleeping, lethargic or torpid. Example: sometimes dormant talents in our friends surprise those of us who never realize how gifted our acquaintances really are. Another example: some volcanoes are active while others are dormant. Next word is dormer. Dormer. Dormer means window projecting from roof. Example: in remodeling the attic into a bedroom, we decided that we needed to put in dormers to provide sufficient ventilation for the new room. Actually, we call bedroom as dorm. The place of sleeping is called dorm. So the window provided in the dorm is called dormer. It is a special architectural design. Another example: I just love an attic with a dormer window in it. Next word is dorsal. Dorsal. Dorsal means relating to the back of an animal. Example: a shark may be identified by its dorsal fin, which projects above the surface of the ocean. The dolphin has a dorsal fin. Next word is dossier. Dossier. Dossier means file of documents on a subject. Example: court ordered the CBI to compile a complete dossier, a kind of report about the coal allocation scam. Next word is dotage. Dotage. Dotage means senility. And what is senility? Weakness of memory or weakness of body due to old age. Example: in his dotage, the old man bored us with long tales of events in his childhood. Next word is dote. Dote. Dote means be excessively fond of, show signs of mental decline. Example: I just dote on my little dog. Not only grandmothers bore you with stories about their brilliant grandchildren, grandfather dote on the little rascals too. Next word is dour. Dour. It means sullen. Sullen. Sullen means bad tempered and joyless. Dour also means stubborn. Example: the man was dour and taciturn. The her door expression said it all, whether she likes me or not. Next word is douse. Douse. Douse means plunge into water, drench, extinguish. Example: they doused each other with hoses and balloons. A bucket of water can be used to douse a small fire. Next example: diver dodged into deep waters from high cliff. Next word is dowdy. Dowdy. Dowdy means slovenly, untidy, in a haphazard manner. Example: she tried to change her dowdy image by buying a fashionable new wardrobe. I like to wear my dowdy old clothes. They are comfortable. Next word is downcast. Downcast. Downcast means sad, disheartened. Example: cheerful and optimistic by nature, Beth was never downcast despite the difficulties she faced. Another example: I think I am downcast because I am not going to make an A plus grade on my test. Okay, so this was the last word for today. Thank you very much for listening.